Dear students, this is the continuation of your previous video under the topic of installation of costing system. The second major category or important point should be noted is how to install the costing system. It is clear that a common cost accounting system cannot be installed for all type of business. Hence, a suitable system should be found and installed. The cost accounting system for any firm should be selected based on the nature of business and the type of product manufactured. Therefore, nature of business and the type of product manufactured should be carefully analyzed, which necessitate the concerns to undertake a preliminary investigation so as to know the feasibility of installing cost accounting system to such business. There should not be any attempt to make the business to suit the system. Besides, the benefits derived from cost accounting system must be more than the investment made on it. Cost accounting system is for the purpose of manufacturing concern. So, we should not turn our business to match the cost accounting system. That's why we are discussing how to install the cost accounting system which suits to the nature and size of the business. The system must be simple and it must be lead to savings through the control of material, labor and overheads when compared to expenses incurred in maintaining it. For the successful functioning of the costing system, the following conditions are essential. First one, nature and size of the industry. We already discussed about the nature and size of the industry. Nature of business such as manufacturing, mining, trading, etc. So, different nature of industries are there, and the product manufactured by these industries also different. So, before installing a cost accounting system, we should consider the nature as well as the size of the industry, which determines, because this determines the method of costing that can be applied universally. And another factor to be decided is whether separate set of cost books and financial books are to be maintained or an integrated accounting system is to be followed. This depends on nature and size of the enterprise and existing accounting system. If suppose the size of the concern is very big, means they can have their own cost accounting department and they can have a separate set of books called financial accounts and cost accounts. But this is not possible if the size of the industry is very small, means they can follow the integrated system which combines both costing as well as financial accounts. So, nature and size of the industry is very important. So, second one is called objectives. While installing the cost accounting system, the objectives of the system have to be finalized, like material management or fixation of selling price, etc. So, this is because the approach to install the system will depend on its objectives. The third one is called organizational structure of the business. Organizational structure of the business is another factor which determines the scope of authority and responsibility of each individual in the organization. While installing the system, minor changes, if any, to be made in the structure for the advantage of management may be carried out. The fourth important point is called type and method of cost. Already we discussed in detail about the different types and method of costing. So again, the nature of business will decide the type of costing to be introduced. For example, job costing, process costing, operating costing or unit costing. And the purpose of cost control, appropriate technique is to be introduced. That is standard costing or budgetary control or any other appropriate technique. So based on or depends upon the nature of the industry, the particular type or which method of costing we are going to adapt, that should be decided. Next one is called cost records and books. This is also, I already told you how we are going to maintain the books of accounts and records. Whether we are going to maintain a separate books of accounts for financial account and cost accounts, or integrated system which includes both costing system and financial accounts. That is also depends upon the nature and the size of the industry. If the industry is big, means we can have separate set of books and books of accounts. Otherwise, if the size of industry is very small, means we can go for integrated cost accounting system. Next one is called technical aspects. Technical consideration is another important factor that influence the installation of cost accounts, which include the following: size and layout of the factory, existence of a production and service department, flow of production, capacity of machine and degree of mechanization, existence of laboratories, internal transport and material handling equipments, etc. So these are all the technical aspects we should consider before install the cost accounting system. Next one is called control system. Cost accounting system would have to be designed to record and control different elements of cost. Elements of cost in the sense it includes material, labor and direct expenses. So these elements of cost in accordance with costing procedure and principles and the limitations imposed by the type of organization that exists. Next one is called collection of data. Cost data is the base for decision making. An efficient system of collection and verification of the data is to be devised for prompt collection of cost data. See, again you can go for the example about labor cost. If suppose you are maintaining labor record, means from the records we are collecting various data about the number of employees working, about their nature of working, the salary fixed for their work, and additional benefits what we are providing to that labor, and what is the total cost for these additional costs, etc. So these are all the data are very important to determine the labor cost, and it is the base for this is the base for taking the decision to control the cost. So collection of data is very important, as well as your costing system must be ready to supply these kind of data. So likewise you need to install your cost system. Next one is called cooperation of staff. So while installing a costing system, the details of the system should be explained to the staff. Then only the employees can able to understand the system and can work according to that. Then only we can get the cooperation from them, as well as it will help to increase their efficiency. Without knowing the system, they cannot work and they cannot adapt, as well as they cannot fulfill our requirements. So if you want to get the cooperation from them, the details should be explained to them. Next one is called reporting. Report is yet another factor to be considered before installing a cost accounting system. This is because the cost accounting system to be finalized must ensure frequency and promptitude in reporting cost data to all levels of management. Further, duplication of reporting should be avoided. Only that information which is relevant for the management in a particular context alone should be reported. So these are all the points we should note down while installing a costing system.